Oh my god. I'm telling you, 100% beyond shadow of doubt. Engagement optimized matchmaking 100% exists. There is no way to deny it. I'll tell you why. Okay, so I just watched a Tryndamere main. He's not a challenger, he's a diamond player, right? He lost, he was smurfing, he lost in bronze, right? And I looked at like, okay, his entire team was feeding, but what caught my eye was like, he is a mid lane Tryndamere player, and he was going up against Timo in bronze. And I thought to myself, holy shit, how did they know that Tryndamere is gonna go mid? Because Tryndamere could have went, he could have went jungle, right? Because some games that guy played jungle, some games he played top. So there is no predetermined way for the enemy team to know that this Tryndamere in fact is gonna go mid lane, right? The only thing that knows that is the algorithm. Because when you queue up, right? You select the position, your primary position. So algorithm knows that in fact he's gonna go mid. And somehow he ended up playing against a main mid lane Timo. I thought to myself, holy shit, what is the statistical probability of that happening? I thought to myself, nah, it has to be rigged. And then I realized, holy shit, you can look at the pick rate of Tryndamere, of Timo, right? And it's 0.7%. So think about it, right? So Timo mid is 0.7% probability. Alright? Now, what is the statistical probability that this person is a Timo main? Right? So we need to think in terms of, okay, how many people just play Timo? Let me just think about it. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to find this info. I'm trying to find out. You see, this only shows 100 per champion. I'm trying to find out how many players on EU West that Timo mains, basically, in total. Right, so if we cannot do that, we can just estimate, saying that, okay, there are X amount of champions, and probability of a person only playing that champion is going to be 1 out of all champions, right? So we're kind of like coin flipping, and assuming that this person is only going to play. So that's one way to estimate, but that's not super accurate. Ideally, we want to know every single Timo main on the server. One sec. I think I found it. So League of Graphs, it has all Timo mains on the server. So you see, we can. I'm trying to basically hack it. Well, I'm trying to hack the URL. I'm trying to find out what's the end of this thing because there are so many players. You see, I'm trying. As opposed to doing this, you can just go to URL. Doing like this, you know. So I'm trying to find out where is the end of this. Okay, so maybe 55 is the end. No, maybe 51 is the end. Okay, so it's probably somewhere 50, right? Yeah, so I think this is the final page. Yeah, okay, 50. So there are. I doubt that this is correct, but I mean, okay, let's take it at its face value, right? Well, we need to check whether it shows on. Let's see, Ari. Because my fear is that it only shows 5,000 players, because it means it's 10 per page, right? Yeah. Oh. So if this goes to 51, yeah, you see, it only shows it only shows 5,000 players. Well, it could be a coincidence that Ari and Timo just has that amount. Okay, let's try something ultra popular. Because we know that Ezreal probably gets played a lot, right? He's one of the most picked champions. So let's look at this guy C. Shit, I can just press Control N and let's see. Because this will have definitely more pages than Teemo, for sure. It has to have 51. Let's see, does it have 51? No. Okay. Yeah, so that was my fear, that it only shows 5,000. Huh. Well, bear with me one sec. Yeah, you see this one only shows 50. So we're gonna have to estimate based on total champions. So total champions in league 167, right? So Teemo main is 1 in 167. So that's the probability. And then the final one is, what is the statistical probability of every single player on your team sucks? So let's say we're coin flipping. One side is good player, another side is bad player. So we need to roll bad player 4 times in a row. So it's like basically you're coin flipping, right? So it's gonna be probability of all being a shit player. Well, we can do it differently. We can do probability of player 1 being bad, and then naturally probability of... I wonder if it's going to understand player 2 being bad. Yeah, you see, it doesn't understand. Shit. Anyway, we can do it this way. So it's going to be 50%, right? 50%. So now, what is the statistical probability of having this match where you are in bronze against Teemo mid, who is a Teemo main, and every single person on your team absolutely dog shit, right? So bad that not even a diamond player can carry it. So that's gonna be this multiplied by this, multiplied by this, and then we have to multiply them out. It's kind of like if you've been doing maths, this is gonna be probability section of the math book, where we're choosing, like, okay, let's say what's the probability of rolling dice twice, right? And every time it's a 6. So you have 1 out of 6 multiplied by 1 out of 6, right? And it's gonna be a very small number, I'll tell you straight up. Very, very small number. Yeah, so... Man, that's gonna take... Okay, so it's gonna be 1 of... Let's try 100,000 to see... it's gonna be a lottery number. Definitely lottery number. Because you see, when shit like this happens, I know the system is rigged because, I mean, what is the statistical probability that this guy is gonna win the lottery? So it's probably maybe 16,000, let's try. So it's less than 16, okay, so 50,000. Okay, so it's... Alright. So it's 200,000. 400,000. Huh! Yeah. So we need to go maybe 50. I need to see which direction to go, up or down. One sec. Okay, so if we increase this number, is it going up or down? One sec. Okay, so now it's 8. Seven. Okay, so we need to go down. So we need to go 399,900. Yeah. Okay, I'll do it and then I'll come back. One sec. Okay, so we're talking probability of 1 in 381,000. It's like, that's the odds of that happening without the system being rigged. So you have to understand that this is, the fact that you are experiencing this game tells you that it has to be manufactured by something, because I'm talking, it's like trying to see a snake in Ireland. There are no snakes in Ireland, right? So it has to, something has to manufacture this, because otherwise it's just, there is no way that this just randomly happened. Do you understand? Okay, I understand that if we're talking about 1 in 20, 1 in 100, 1 in 100 I would already start getting suspicious, but 1 in 381,000 probability, 100% rigged. And I want to, like, get good kids. I want them to kind of, I want them to, what's their logic for this event is happening? Teemo mid, Teemo main in bronze, and all 4 players are shit on your team. And they're saying, oh, engagement optimized matchmaking system does not exist. Yeah, it does. There is no way that this is not manufactured. I had similar experience. I was playing, I think I was trying to figure out how to win 100% of games in normals without dodging. And obviously you cannot do it. It's very, unless you're a faker, unless you're like super challenger or high level player, you cannot do it. And the only way is to dodge. And I won, like, through dodging, I think I was like, through dodging I won like 4 or 5 in a row, I think. Right? And then I didn't dodge, and I was like, okay, let's see what's going to happen, because I'm on a winning streak. Boom! Straight away. Malphite, main, top lane, and my entire team is feeding. Do you understand how, like, think about what's the, because that's normal. That's normal. They don't know what I'm going to pick in the game. So they have no idea that I'm a Tryndamere main playing top lane. And lo and behold, after a winning streak, I get top lane Malphite main against me. Malphite just giga counters Tryndamere, right? And my entire team is feeding. This is guaranteed loss, guaranteed for me. Guaranteed. There is no way I can win this game. Right? Against Malphite. Because he's just gonna, like, I'm just not gonna do any damage, right? So I have to make sure that my mid lane or bot lane perform, because I cannot do anything against Malphite, right? And lo and behold, all 4 are feeding. Like, how is that not manufactured? How is this game by this diamond player 1 in 381 probability of 1,000 probability of happening, not manufactured? Of course it's manufactured. There's no denial to this. Okay, so that's my rant for today. Take care. Bye bye.